What's up, everyone? Today we have a push day. You know what that means? That means chest, that means shoulders, that means triceps. On this day, I love it. You get a good pump, you get some good work, especially as a man. Let's just face it, guys, we love our chest days and shoulders, especially if you got something to do afterwards. You want to have that pump going. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you exactly one of my push workouts. What I don't do is the same thing every single push day. I like to mix it up, but I do have some things that I do each push day. Most notably, what I'm going to start with, and that's bench press. I love to start off bench press with a warm-up set. I recommend everything you do a warm-up set, especially at the beginning. Now, once you've already kind of worked in, you don't need a warm-up set by the time you get midway through your workout. But if you're doing a workout, or at least a muscle group that you haven't really hit yet, in my case, I'm just now starting out, always do a warm-up set to get things rolling. All right, do a quick 15. On my bench press, I always do the bar to start off. I recommend this, by the way, guys. I don't care if your max is 500 pounds or your max is 135 pounds, just a 45 on each side. Recommend always doing a slight warm up. That way, it's helping your muscles, it's helping you for longevity, because you want to be able to train for a long time. You don't want your muscles being broken down. If you just come to the bench, you haven't done anything else, and right out the gate, you throw on 225. You can do that, but that's increasing your risk of injury significantly. Highly, highly encourage you to start with that warm-up. So on 135, it's another warm-up. Not really meant to get me fatigued or tire me out, but we don't rest too long, about 60 to 90 seconds, and then we roll to the next set. Let's get it. Next set, I go up to 225. To 90 second rest, rolling on to the next set. Let's see, I do a couple 275. Yeah, let's do a few 275 and then we'll go ahead and go up to 315. I could probably go up to 315 right away, but prioritize that longevity. Even if it's just like a couple reps, I think I might do like 2 or 3 on this one so I don't fatigue myself too much. Go up to 315, come back down to 275, do as much as I can on that. 275, let's go. I could do more of that, but I want to go up on the weight, 315 next. We'll do as much as we can on 315, but I want you guys to pay particular attention to something. So in my gym, these safety bars are actually very helpful. Technically, I don't need a spotter, but I recommend if you're going super heavy and you're trying to get those reps out to failure, if you don't have a gym with a bench press like this one, you make sure you have a spotter. So if I struggle and I can't get the weight, I have it adjusted on the height to where it's going to catch the weight for me. So I'm going to do as many reps as I can. Make sure you go to failure, or at least to the point, I say failure, it's like to the point where you can't get another rep no matter what. Go to that point. When you're doing that, make sure you have a spotter. Next set, guys, 315. Now I'm in my real sets. I'm done warming up. It's not like the most refreshed I've ever felt, but I'm feeling pretty good. We'll see what I have in the tank. Let's do it. We'll go down to 295 and we'll keep going on that. But I got a good 4 reps in. I could have maybe gone for 5. I usually get like on the very, very low end, like 3 reps of 315. On the higher end, I get up to like 8 typically. It kind of depends on the day. If I were to rest a bit longer, I'm sure I could come in and get more reps in, but it's just given the way I train, as long as I'm good to go, I'll train. If I'm like, I absolutely can't do it today, I'll take another like kind of rest recovery day. 295, so we can get a little bit more reps than that, but that was a good set. We're throwing on 295 for this next one. We had a good few reps on 315, but I'm going for more reps. And guys, on your top set, it's good if you can get like 4 or 5 reps or so, even like 6, 3 on like the low end, like that's not a bad thing. At that point, you're training a lot on the strength side. So you're getting a good blend of strength as well as that hypertrophy, that building muscle, that adding size. It's actually good to have that variation in your rep range. 295 for this set. Let's see how many I have in the tank. We have more than that. Good thing, like I said, is I have these safety bars, so I'm good. I thought I could squeeze out one more rep. If you don't have these safety bars, have a spotter. Oh, I would never try to go all out to failure without either a spotter or safety bars. This applies to bench press, squats, any compound lift where the weight can just come down and cause a lot of harm. One more set for me on bench press today. I threw on 275 again, so we started off with the bar. That's a warm up. We went up to 135 pounds. We did another warm up there. We did 225 pounds for 10. It's like a semi warm up slash like first kind of working set. We went up to 275 after that. Did 3 reps, another slight little warm up. We went up to 315, did reps to failure. We went to 295 reps to failure, and now 275 again. But this time it's also reps to failure, as many reps as I can get. And as you guys saw in that last set, those safety bars come in handy. We'll see if I need them this set. We're gonna get as many reps as we can. Let's go. Almost, guys, almost. Yeah, I think you guys see I'm good on the bench press. I tried to go for one more right there. If I was resting longer in between these sets, I could squeeze out a few more reps, but what I value is really that time under tension. So I'm doing like 60 to 90 seconds, get into the next set. Now, what you're doing, what you're training for varies. If I was doing like powerlifting, if I was doing like 1 rep maxes, I'd be resting like 5 minutes between each set. So I would have probably been able to squeeze out like another 3 reps or so with longer rest from my last set. But that's not how I'm training. I'm training for hypertrophy, which is a shorter rest period. So just keep that in mind, depending on how you're training. That also determines your rest. So 1 rep maxing, like 5 minutes between sets, honestly. Hypertrophy, building muscle, about 60 to 90 seconds between your sets. All right, next I have this dumbbell incline press. Still keeping it on the chest for now. I'm gonna start off with a warm-up set. Even though I already did chest, I'm working a slightly different part. Dumbbell incline, if you are familiar with working out, you know that's more upper chest. So although we just did bench press, we wanna make sure that our upper chest is also warmed up effectively and efficiently. Do a quick warm-up, we're gonna get rolling into our true working sets. First working set today, 105s. We'll see if I need to go up or down. We're sticking to that 8 to 12 for today's work. Whew. It's a good set. Very good set. Feel good about that one. I like this weight though for today. We'll stick to it, especially after bench press. If I did like 12 of those, maybe I'd go up to like 110. Squeeze out right, kind of in that sweet spot. So we'll stay right here. Set 2. Whew. Gotta dig deep, guys, and just make it happen. Just work. It's 8. That's it. Rest 60 to 90. Take a breather, get a sip of water if you need to. Don't rest too long, keep that time at attention. And before you know it, just like that, it'll be time for your next set. 3 sets, incline press, working that upper chest area. Because when you do bench press, bench is great for your chest. No mistake about it, whether that be barbell or dumbbell. But in order to effectively work that upper chest, you really have to mix in the incline. 1 more set of this incline, dumbbell press. Let's work. Ooh, I was really going for 1 more rep, guys, but that's all right. We got the work in. We're working to a failure, and that's the key. As long as you're working to a failure. If I was at a point where I had more reps in the tank just now, if I just stopped, hypothetically, I'm not going to get the maximum growth in my muscles because I cut it short, if that's what I would have done. Because I couldn't get another rep, that's how your muscles respond the best. And that's how you're going to get the best results when it comes to your training. No matter what your weight is, go until you can't do another rep. Your results will thank you. All right, so we're going to keep it in this area. Next, we have the dumbbell shoulder press. This is a push day. So we're going to do chest, shoulders, triceps. The order can vary depending on what you're doing. Me personally, I like to start off most of my push days with chest first, and then I often do shoulders afterwards. And the triceps are at the end. Most of your chest and shoulder stuff, especially presses, you're working your triceps anyway. So you don't want to really use those tricep exercises first unless your arms are a significant lagging group for your body and you're really trying to grow them. Overall though, you want to do your more compound, more heavy, more demanding, I should say, workouts before you even touch your tricep stuff. So dumbbell shoulder press, we're already kind of warm. We'll do 1 slight warm-up set just because we're working shoulders. You kind of recruit your shoulders a little bit naturally on your chest work when you're doing push movements, but just to make sure, again, injury prevention, we'll do 1 quick kind of warm-up set for our shoulder presses. Let's go. We have 3 real working sets. We're gonna go ahead and roll to our true working sets for these shoulder presses. Let's make it happen. Ooh, another weight that's right at that sweet spot for the rep range I'm targeting. Get that quick rest in. Don't overdo it. Keep the time under tension. We'll come back rolling on the next set. But for now, get a quick sip of water. quick break, and then we'll keep it rolling. You get your rest in, pick up the weight, get back to work. Just remember on these, you don't want to use your triceps to help you throw the weight up. You want to use only your shoulders to really press that weight up. We're about to do exactly that. Ooh, that's good work, guys. Good work. One more set. Get your rest in, 60 to 90. Dig deep on your next set. You'll feel it, but it pays off. Just go until you cannot do another rep each time. We're working hard though. And I know if you're following this workout routine, you're also working hard. So get your quick breather in, get a sip of water if you need to, stretch if you need to. Recommend that as well. And then we'll keep rolling. Last set, got our rest in. All right, let's get it. Oh, that's it. Solid work, solid work. If you did those right, you are feeling your shoulders, you're feeling your chest, all that stuff, even your triceps to a degree. But we got our sets in, we're done with these. Let's see what we have next. All right, what we have next, we're going to do some cable flies. So this is a really good workout for pumping the chest. Really getting that chest squeeze. This is great in terms of really growing your chest too, because you're targeting your chest in a different way than you do with the dumbbell presses or the bench press or even the incline press, that sort of stuff. So you're working it from a completely different angle. It's really a super effective exercise. So if you're someone who's really looking to target your chest area, if it's a lagging area, or you're just training your chest naturally how you would anyway, highly recommend this workout for these cables. You know, we're already kind of warmed up. We don't really need to warm up on this one. We did so much chest work already, even extending all the way to the shoulders. So we'll go ahead and do our first working set. I know about where I'm at on this one. If I need to go up on the weight or down even, I'll do that. But we're gonna start off with this. All right, let's go. I think we can go up a little bit after that set. I did, I don't know, 13, 14, something like that. I'm trying to be about that 8 to 12 rep range. Pause for a second, get our quick rest in, raise the weight slightly, then we'll keep rolling to the next set. Highly recommend these cable flies. I'm telling you, like, the pump that I feel from this versus the bench press and everything else. I mean, this is great, that's great, but just work your chest differently. So just mix in both. Don't only do bench and say you're done with your chest. Don't only do the incline and say you're done with your chest. Highly recommend doing this as well. The results will pay off. Guys, what I completely forgot, I'm supposed to be supersetting my shoulder lateral raises with these cable flies. So we're going to mix that in. We already did 2 sets, but it's okay. You know, sometimes mistakes happen as long as you catch up to where you're supposed to be at. The reason that I do that though is more from a time efficiency perspective, not necessarily that you have to. If you don't like to spend, you know, a ton of time in the gym or more time than necessary, I highly recommend where you can supersetting. In this case, I already did my compound super heavy lifts, so now I'm doing cable flies, which are a great accessory workout for your chest. But mixing in these shoulder raises, I'm working 2 completely different muscle areas. So in order to save time, I'm supersetting these 2. I wouldn't superset this cable chest flies with like another chest workout. But in this instance, and that's good, by the way, if you're doing like muscle endurance type of training, that's good what I just mentioned. But if you're trying to do more so strength-based training, be superset with 2 completely different muscle areas. Very, very time efficient and very effective way of training, getting all the same work done, all the same results, just in less time spent in the gym or even at home or wherever you're working out at. We'll get that in on this set. All right, let's keep it rolling to the next thing here. All right, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that pump is real, guys. So I'm done on the cable flies. I think I'll honestly go up on the shoulder lateral raises. I got really to that upper end of the rep range I'm going for. And here's a key, by the way, if you don't know this. When you're doing standing dumbbell lateral raises, if you have your feet too wide, you're either going to have to lean forward, which depending on your technique and if you're putting that pressure in your lower back, that could be okay. But a lot of times people might put too much tension in their lower back. So what I do and what I recommend, at least give it a try if you haven't done this, because you might get stuck here. So you're not getting that full contraction. So if you're going to do it standing, bring your feet in closer, point your toes a little bit out. And when you do that, you can come in a little bit more and be more balanced and then do it versus if you're going from a wider stance. So this is another quick tip. Just be mindful of that. There's just so many small little tips. I'll be dropping plenty of those in these videos. Stay tuned. But for now, we're going to give it a quick rest. We're going to go grab slightly heavier dumbbells and we'll get ready for our second set. What I'm going to also do, I'm going to superset these with some tricep pushdowns. We'll do the tricep pushdowns. We have 2 more sets of this one. We're going to do 3 sets of the tricep pushdowns. Let's do that. So start off with the lateral raises, and then we're going to do some tricep pushdowns. Great way to train time efficiently. We're doing a shoulder workout with the tricep workout. We've already done our primary heavy compound type movements for the day. Set 2, let's work. Couple more. We got this. That was a good set of those. We finished those, we come directly to these tricep pushdowns. By the way, I do these 2 different ways, so this is important. If you work here and go a little bit wider with your elbows, so that closer grip, elbows a little more out, going down, you're going to work that inner part of your tricep. more of this. If you go more outside, so that wider part, and you're going down and out, it's a good way to target that outer tricep. Just know there's different heads on your triceps depending on your hand placement and also elbow positioning. That's going to determine what you're working. We're doing both, starting with the closer grip. Let's work. All right, set 3. This one, we're going to alternate, so we're going to go a little bit, well, we're going to switch the grip actually, but we're going to go a little bit heavier from our last set. That last set was good, but I like to raise the weight just a little bit. I'm actually going on the outer grip, so that outer grip usually it's a little bit harder. You have a little bit more muscles in that inner tricep. We're going to see how much reps we can get anyway. Let's go. That was a good set. Quick rest. We are done with the lateral raises, but we have front raises now. One thing for me, I like to thoroughly work my shoulders, guys. We did the shoulder presses, we did the lateral raises. We still have our rear delts as well. We work all the heads, but for now, 60 to 90 second rest. Take a quick breather. Come back strong for the next set. Let's go. We're still doing the tricep work, but we're also going to superset with the front raises with the dumbbells. Super pumped. I'm feeling it right now. What we're going to do, good technique, get that good squeeze, bring the dumbbells up. So don't use momentum throwing your body around. Just keep that good composure, keep that good positioning with your body. Make sure you're only using your shoulders to bring that weight up and to bring that weight down. Set number 1 right here. Let's go. Set 1. First one, guys, I did more of like a hammer or like a hammer-ish grip. Second set on that, we're going to do more just kind of this way versus that hammer grip. But you know what we're doing, we're supersetting. So no rest is what that means. And we just roll to the triceps. Set 2, the grip and positioning more in front versus the side, because you target a slightly different part in your shoulders. It's a slight switch up, that's all. Work just as effectively, work until failure. Let's go. Whew. All right, triceps now. You know what? We're gonna go slightly heavier one more time here. See how this feels. Wide grip. Triceps are on fire right now, guys. We gotta keep going though. Keep working. That's it. We have 2 more sets total of triceps. We have one with the closer grip, elbows out, working that inner tricep. And we have one more with the wider grip, elbows more tucked, working the outer tricep. We have one more set of the front raises. And honestly, we'll be done for the day after that, guys. You don't need to do 100 workouts as long as you're working each muscle area for whatever the day is. In this case for me, chest, shoulders, triceps. You're working the different muscle heads for your different muscle areas. You're working to failure on your sets. That's all it takes. That's what we're doing today. 2 more, 1 more, and then it's a wrap. Whew. Let's go. Whew. Keep it rolling. Supersetting. One more, and it's going out. What I'm going to do to really push myself is I'm just going to go ahead and roll right now. Quick rest, outer part of the tricep. So we're still hitting that same muscle area, just a different target. Triceps again. Oh, let's work. Done with triceps, done with chest work. We're done with shoulders other than rear delts. Rear delts, what I have next, you know, that's going to be it for the push day, at least for today. What I like to do, guys, I don't do the same workouts every time like I mentioned earlier, but there are some things that I do each time. My push day, I'm doing a shoulder press. It might not always be the seated dumbbell press. Sometimes it's the standing barbell press or another variation. Bench press, I don't always do barbell bench. Sometimes I'm doing dumbbell bench press. We switch it up, but for today's workout, very last thing we're doing, some rear delts, and let's work. Next workout that we're going to do, and our last, going to be like a bent over rear delt fly. The key on this is make sure that you don't have a concave bent over back. You want your back to be flat. Really, you want your back to be as flat as the floor. It's kind of like this. Throw your hips back, get a slight bend in your knee, and just do that with your chest out. Alternatively, you can do this with a bench. If you put the bench at an incline, especially if you have back problems or have trouble with your technique, and maybe that's a good way for you to kind of get used to the movement if this is not something that you currently do. But if you're going to do it like me, throw your hips back, slight bend in your knee, chest out, using your rear delts. Just picture it like you're like in water. If you're in the pool or like the ocean or something, and you're trying to like do this, that's exactly what you're doing. Rear delts only. Set 1, 3 total. Let's work. All right. So quick rest, 60 to 90 seconds on this one, guys, and then we're rolling right back into it for our second set. But for now, just take a breather, get some water if you need to, quick pause, and then we'll get back to it. So, all right, guys, set number 2. Remember, good technique, keep that chest out, throw your hips back, and we just gotta keep it rolling. This is a great rear delt exercise. What you're working here is that back rear delt. That's a lacking area for a lot of people, and I think it's because of not adequately working those rear delts with an exercise like this. If you really want to grow your rear delts, you have to target them effectively. This is a great way to do it. Another great way to do it is face pulls, which I also mix in. Just keep in mind, rear delts, very important if you want not only the muscle to grow, but also the appearance of fully developed shoulders. One more set, guys. We've been in here, putting in the work. We did everything. We did the chest, we did the shoulders, we did the triceps, we worked every muscle area. I think as far as all of this stuff, that's a wrap. If you want to see more of my workouts, more of what I have to post, it'll be nutrition, it'll be fitness, it'll be general tips, advice, also some lifestyle stuff, things that I'm about, things that I care about. Go ahead and give a like to this video, give this video a subscribe, and stay tuned for my next one, guys. I'll see you then.